All right, there we go. That should be good. Everything's looking good. Stream health is fine. Oh, good morning, Jade. Hi, hi, other viewers. Oh, it is super early. I am not 100% awake, but we have projects. Let me give you guys a little sneak peek at the beginning. We're doing some transformations. I need to sleep the night away anyway. Yep, I've got all kinds of things going on, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The real life work and stuff like that has been kicking my butt lately, so we're a little behind on where I wanted to be. And I was unsure if I was gonna actually start a stream today to potentially just, you know, put the nose to the grindstone, turn on a little bit of YouTube or some music or something, and just get going. Too early to have to be productive, but here we are. Yes, I know. This is actually normal for me. I'd be already a half hour into my day. Luckily, I haven't had to work too many weekends as of late, but another month or two we'll be doing a thing. Good morning. So I shared some pictures. I believe I shared it in Truly Bedrock. I'm not sure where. I think I shared it in my Discord as well, of a thermometer at the job site I'm working at, where it is sitting at an ambient temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. And for my fellow Americans, that is 104, 105 degrees. And that's on the cooler side of where I'm working. The hotter side is probably sitting at about a buck 20, buck 25. And so spending 8-9 hours a day in that constant heat has just worn me down. Been doing it for a couple weeks now. And Julia, good morning. It is killed. Normally I get up about 4:30 in the morning, and that's when I do all of my recordings. Hello. Hello, little baby cow. But I have not even remotely been motivated to get up. Yesterday I slept until almost 5:30, which the puppy that I have did not like that. The poor guy had to pee, so I had to get up. But yeah, I have not been getting up early, and when I do get up, I just kind of sit there as a zombie. And yeah, so my recording is a little bit behind, and I should be working on that right now, but we're gonna do this instead. Yeah, we're gonna continue some digging over here at the area. Try to get some things finished. I do have a pup. I shared a picture, and it was a while back though. I shared a picture in Truly Bedrock. I say he's a pup. He's 5 months old, going on 6. Yep, it was unfortunate events that led to getting the puppy, but he's a ball of fun. And my older dog, who's 10, likes it but hates it at the same time because he's getting old. Yeah, little German Shepherd pup. He's a good dog. Super smart, super easy to train. I mean, outside of doing some leash training with him, he's about there. They are always puppies. You know, my 10-year-old dog who's slow to get up, starting to get arthritis and stuff. He when we let him inside after being outside for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. He prances and hops and skips over to his bed and so happy to be inside. It's adorable to see because he is still a puppy at heart. Oh, but yeah, the little one, man, he tries to wake me up about 4:30 in the morning, because what I was doing is I was getting up, like I said, at that time to get ready for work and recordings and all those things. And he kind of got in the habit of that's when we wake up and that's when we eat. And last weekend, Sunday, I was planning on doing some big work over here at this base, and he woke my wife up and myself up wanting to go outside and eat. So now I've started letting him out, at 4:30 in the morning or whatever have you, but not feeding him until closer to 6 when I leave for work. Try to change the schedule. Yeah, I need to do some leash training with him. I didn't train the older dog of mine on a leash, and he does amazing without one. He sticks by me. He'll wander off, but it doesn't take much to get him to run back. I have him under control as much as you can have a dog under control without a lead. When I do put him on a leash, he is terrible. Pulling and dragging and ready to attack the day. So I want to do some work with the pup as to not repeat that behavior. I never wanted to train the older dog on the leash. Yeah, just because, yeah, you don't have to. Like, it's not a state law. Just in certain areas they have to be on a leash, and where I was taking the dog when he was younger, like camping and stuff with me, I didn't need a leash. We're up in the mountains, So, but it has backfired immensely as the years go on. So, gotta get the pup out and about. Got a lot of things I want to do today, or need to do today, and that's just one of them. Hey, good morning, Jen. How's it going? Oh, I'm literally trying to still wake up. I've been up for almost 2 hours, but oof. I got projects and things that I need to get going here and in real life. I've been working on this yeah, this cough I've had for 10 years. Don't smoke, children, don't smoke. Let's just put it that way. Gotta do groceries. Yeah. The wife did the grocery shopping Thursday. I think we're set, but I have projects that need to be done. I've been working on this stupid wall downstairs. Hashtag mom stuff, for real. It's not just mom stuff. Dads can help too. I try. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Well, Jade reminding us of a meeting in 5 hours. My wife doesn't like taking me because she likes to peruse the store, which is fine, but I'm a get in, get it, and go type of person. And I think that just frustrates her more than anything, where I'm like, let's go. What do you need? It's all good. And she'll take the kids with her, or kid to help out and stuff like that. And when she does come home with the groceries, if we're here, we'll bust out the big guns. Even at the hardware store, I am like that. Yes, I used to not be, but I've gotten to the point where I've done so many home projects that I hate the hardware store, and I want to get in, get the stuff, and get back to whatever I'm doing. Yep. No, when I bought my house, it had a den, I guess is what you could call it, downstairs. And what I decided to do was go through the proper, proper chains, and we changed. Where is my line? Oh, that's right. Hello. You're gonna get smacked with the shovel. Just warning you. Went through all the proper things and permits and all of that, and essentially what I did was turned the den into 2 rooms. So split it in half. There's a larger room and then a smaller room, and then like a little hallway to go to the other downstairs bedroom, which has the mechanical room. I'm the other way around. I get in and in and out and get what we came for. Yep, that's good. And so the one wall that I built, this has been more than just a. I need more chests. Meh. Long time coming. Been doing all the things by myself, and yeah, when I divided it in half, I got that all finished out, and then we decided to add the other little room and separated. Basically, everybody has their own room. I've got 6 rooms in the house now. Good morning, Eric. Jade's trying to be productive. You're doing great. You're doing great. I think that wall has been up for like 2 years now, and I just now getting around to finishing it. I hate drywall. It's just not my thing. I'm getting better, but it's a weird situation. So I do need to hang some plastic and do some texture on one side, and then the other side we've kind of pulled everything out of it so that I can get in there and start mudding and finishing. And yeah. Jade's herding cats. Are you calling us cats? You're not wrong. Yep. And I think I've been playing Legends Arceus, which has also been taking a ton of my time. It's another reason I haven't been on point with... I've had opportunities in the evening to go through and do some of the grindy stuff. But instead I've been playing that. I'm calling us nuttier than a box of squirrels. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. It's yeah. I just can't. We are a different breed here, a different group. I think we do pretty well considering the fact we have, what do we got now? We're up to 18, 17 people from all over the country. All over the world, I should say, not even the country. Ugh. Hey, I'm pretty mellow. For the most part. There have been some interesting meetings. Alright, so I think that's most of the... Oh. Shovel. I was going to say that's most of the shovel digging. I forgot about this patch of gravel. But no, we're gonna do some things today. We got the house to clean. This is our cleaning day as well. Every Saturday. So we got that going on, and then what else? I think there's another little thing that I need to get handled. And then should be able to get back to the grind per se. Hello. Hello, cave. Scoomy. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of in real life things and a lot of things to do here on the server. I need not only to dig this out, but as I showed, we're transforming the island with some moss and bone meal. Got a ton of bone meal. And then I need to get making mud, because we also need to place that down. Yep. And then transforming this northern half with the mud. What I want to do as far as like builds and stuff, I can actually get started before the transformation happens. But we've got to get to that point, right? That's the deal. Pork chop Wally. Good morning. Welcome. Willkommen. Yep. So we got just a ton of things to do. It's exciting. It's exciting because I think we are, if I'm correct in my thought, I'm full of stuff. We are to the point where we're 50 episodes in this season. Which is diorite. Do I want to keep diorite? I don't hate diorite. I'm not one of those type of people. But I don't really use it. So I don't know if it's worth my keeping, or if it's one of those blocks that we should just get rid of. One sec. But no, 50 episodes is kind of a personal best. I think 4 seasons we've been. I know the first season we did 50 episodes. I think the second season we did 40. It's one of those things where I kind of bit off more than I could chew in season 2, and got intimidated by the process, which kind of snuffed my motivation for finishing things and doing things. So we are 50 episodes into this season, and I'm not slowing down. Like, I've got a lot of plans for the island here, more farms that I want to do, builds, some terraforming-ish. I say that with quotes. You can't see me quoting, doing air quotes, but I definitely want to, to continue on and complete the things. The base over at Spawn Town, for the most part, is done, which is excellent. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and we can add more things if we want to, but I'm kind of done with that project. Yep. So, moving on. We're just gonna place down cobblestone. Pretend like this area doesn't even exist. Yep. So we've got all the things that I wanted to do at the observatory. Actually, that project ended up turning into a lot more than what I originally anticipated with the the farms and stuff that we have underneath. And one of these days, I swear, I will get better, like, organized. Like, Beardstone has all his farms kind of in one over-the-ocean location. One of these days I'll do something like that. But today is not that day. Tomorrow's not looking great either. Ooh, the beacon effect only lasts till, like, here. What if we did 4, 5, 6, 7? I should move the beacon from over there. So if I dig out this little chunk right here back a ways, we can actually put the beacon a little better, centrally located. Let's do that. Let's do that. But no, I don't have a goal in mind as far as episodes this season. It's just nice to break the record. Season 3 was looking good for personal best, but short season. Bird, JF Bird, good morning. Long time no see. So I'm excited for that. I've got that episode is in the works at the moment. I'm hoping to get some things done today as well as tomorrow to finish that. Oh no. That episode out. Alright, let's go clean out our inventory, and then we will sleep, and then we will move the beacon. Right? Jen, you stand out where you are. That's the kind of lady you are. Hello. Oh, man. That. I don't know why I'm keeping all of the cobblestone. I honestly have so much back at the base. Stone and cobblestone. Yep. Yeah, we got a little bit of terraforming like here where we have this dip down and then an entrance into a cave that we're going to get taken care of. I should dig this from the top down. And we're going to need to go back and get a iron or whatever to set the beacon back up. So that is exciting. I think I'm at the point where in Legends Arceus that I was playing that we can kind of scale back our grind session. I got the shiny charm and I got all the dudes, all the mons collected. So outside of like doing a perfect dex entry for everybody and collecting all the shinies, we're kind of the main grind of that game is done, which kind of took over quite a bit of my time. So we'll get back to more grindy things here on Truly Bedrock, plus a few other projects that I've got going on. That was a very, very bad location to put the beacon. Bad me. Oh well. We know how many blocks we need. We know the count. So, moving on. What else do I have? I have a few things wrote down here for topics of conversation because normally how this goes is I wing it. And what ends up happening is we start a conversation and then we branch off into 36 different avenues and sometimes make our way back to the original topic. Come on. So I've gotten a I've got a notepad. I've always had a notepad sitting at the computer for different things. Normally it's ideas and projects and things that we want to work on or finish or whatever the case may be. Aha. Let's go. I've started doubling down on other things like topics of conversation for streams. Hello. Okay, that should be... I'm 2 blocks. There they are. $36. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So... to try to keep myself a better organized and better on track, yeah, I'm starting to use that little system a little bit better. What did I do? What did I want to do? Yes. Diamond or iron or something. Give to me that. Thank you. Let's go. So I shared a picture, I think it was on Twitter and in my Discord, of this car that's way out there. And the irony of that was, no. The car cut me off driving home. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious because we're heading down a road where the speed limit is 50. And then as you drop into town, it drops down to 45, 35, stuff like that, and it gets pretty slow. It's one lane for a good little distance, and then it opens up into 2 lanes, and this car took it upon themselves to cut me off. And then, of course, drive rather aggressively afterwards. And the ironic part was the bumper sticker, the only bumper sticker on the back of the car said coexist. And I thought that was hilarious. But I do a lot of driving, right? I travel a lot for work. I drive all over the country. I travel to different states and different towns and see different people, different ways of doing things, and it always cracks me up. There is such a vast difference across the country of how people drive, whether it's erratic or good or bad. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. The vast majority of people tend to be in a hurry, which the only time I'm ever in a hurry driving is when I'm coming home. Like going to work and stuff, I kind of putz. When I took the family to South Dakota for vacation this year, the same thing, we kind of putzed along. We weren't in a terrible, hurry. Wanted to get where we were going, sure, but, we'll get there when we get there. Type situation. After 8 or so hours of working, I am normally ready to get my butt home, so I will cruise, but I do drive a company vehicle, so I have to be a little, good, I guess is the word. I can't just, be going crazy. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Guinness. Hi, buddy. Dog came laid by me. So obviously you've got, a marked vehicle. It is GPSed and all that stuff too, but that I don't really worry about. What I more worry about is people calling in saying, hey, this vehicle number, yada, 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 is driving crazy. And driving a company vehicle at the moment is a kind of a blessing in disguise, right? With gas prices the way they are. It's been nice. Saving a little monies. So, I try to avoid any situation that can bring that little fringe benefit to a halt. But it is difficult. It is difficult to be good with some of the people. Where I live, I think honestly, Colorado is just a hodgepodge of people. And what I think is, or where I push the blame of why there is such a sporadic amount of drivers that drive differently and whatever, is I blame the military. Don't take out of context what I'm saying here. The military is fine, but because there's such a presence of military bases in the town in which I live in, we have people getting stationed here from all over, right? California, Texas, Louisiana. Those are kind of the big three of wild drivers that I see. Sorry, Jesse, I'm not calling you out for being from California, but they are probably some of the worst drivers cruising down the highway. The people from Texas tend to be the most erratic. And I get it, right? I worked in Texas. I was there for a few months. Their highways are pretty insane. They've got frontage roads that parallel their highways, and you dive on and off to the frontage road to get off the highway. Like here, we have your traditional exits to go wherever you're planning on going. In Texas, you're doing 75 miles an hour down the interstate, and then you just dive off onto a frontage road. And if you're coming off of the interstate, you, by rights, have the right of way. And that gets to be kind of crazy as well, as I found. People don't always yield to you coming off the interstate like they're supposed to. Philly has some terrible drivers, yeah. We have a mixture. And I used to get pretty like worked up about it. Road rage, you could say. Mostly just me yelling behind the steering wheel. But now anymore, it's just like, I do a lot more paying attention and defensive driving than anything else, because a while back, it's been about a year, I was driving down the interstate, cruising in the left-hand lane, doing my thing, and in the work van, I mean, this lady was coming. She was decided she wanted to merge. And there really wasn't anywhere for her to merge but into my front bumper. So had I not been paying attention, I would have been toast. What do I want to do here? I've got 3, you know what, we'll go 4 double chests of cobblestone, and then we will go from there. I won't keep any more after this. I don't know why I'm keeping this much, to be honest. But the thing that amazes me the most, I think, when I'm cruising up and down the interstates, and even on the main roads, like I don't just drive on the interstate, is watching people. Normally, 9 times out of 10, if somebody's doing something crazy or erratic, they've got their head down looking at their cell phone, right? And that's not something I do. I never have, and don't plan on doing, sitting on my cell phone whilst I'm driving, because if I did do that, I would have been in so many wrecks by now. So, but what baffles me is, like, through town where the speed limits are quite a bit lower, maybe 50, 45, something like that, you got people hauling 65 miles an hour down the road and on their cell phone. I can't believe it. Like, you're that confident in your driving. I will say this, though, that 8 out of 10 cars that I see hauling down the road and the driver is on their cell phone, they've got a crinkle, on quarter panel or something like that's crunched. Oh, it's quite hilarious. But the most wild thing I see is where the interstate breaks open to 75 miles an hour. This was before they were doing construction. They're doing quite a bit of construction down by where I live on the south end. But the craziest thing I ever saw was a guy. I was doing 75, 80. I do push it a little bit, as do most people. I'm doing about 80, and this guy is riding me. So I get over after I pass my line of cars, and I like to look at people. Just want to see if they look as dumb as they drive sometimes. And almost as an acknowledge, like, dude, why were you so close to me? Had I needed to stop in an emergency or abruptly, you would have been in my back seat. This guy had his knee on the wheel, holding the wheel. He had his cell phone in his left hand, looking at it, which was kind of at his steering wheel level, and he had like a burrito in the other hand, just going to town. And props for multitasking, I guess. But I don't know. Going that fast down the interstate or down any road for that matter, something can happen rather quickly, and it's going to be a bad time. And it's like when driving in bad weather, right? So we've had a rash of, like everywhere else, it's been real hot here, pushing hundreds, or hotter. And then lately we've been having a rash of rainstorms every night, which is good. We need the moisture. Keep this state from burning, which last few years we've had quite a bit of wildfire issue. But normally if you go, so Colorado's kind of a weird state where if it snows or the roads are icy, people are still driving like the roads are clear. They like to go fast. And most of the time you'll see the four-wheel drive vehicles are the biggest culprits of that. Four-wheel drive, man, I can go as fast as I want. Well, yep, you can until you need to stop. But in rain, everybody drives like the roads are iced over. It's so backwards. Oh, and I hate driving in the rain for that reason. But teaching kids how to drive and stuff, and teaching them how to drive in weather conditions and whatnot, what's nerve-wracking about it is not teaching the kids. It's teaching them to pay attention to other drivers, because I've been driving for a long time. 20 years-ish? Yeah, ever since I was 14. It's about 20 years I've been driving. I've been in one accident, and it was my fault. Following way too close, going way too fast. I was quite a bit younger when that happened. That was 10 years ago. But my biggest concern is not my driving. It's not my kids driving. My biggest concern is the other people on the road that just don't pay attention. Like I told my kids, there's nothing on that cell phone that is worth, getting into a wreck. It can wait. Oh. Let's see. That's quite a bit of copper. Nice. We'll throw that down, and we'll keep all the gravel. And the granite is another one that I don't really use. Bye-bye. Oh, it's always an adventure, though. Hitting the road and doing things. It is quite the adventure. But gotta do it. Gotta drive, gotta pay attention, and you know, one habit I've always had is keeping my cell phone in my pocket. Like, it doesn't leave my pocket, even if I get notification, text messages, all that stuff. On longer road trips, I will pull the cell phone out and listen to like podcasts and stuff. I will actually listen to YouTube videos. There's a couple of people I've watched that like this right here, right? I'll watch live stream replays where you don't really need to pay attention to what's going on, and more or less it's just background noise. But outside of that, I don't do it, because your reaction time has to be on point if you want to avoid an accident, which I've avoided several. Where are we at? How are we doing? Goodness, this is going to take a little bit longer than I originally anticipated. It's all good, though. Right? Plenty of stream-worthy content. We are probably going to take to some of this behind the scenes when I don't necessarily have time to record or sit behind a computer and talk to you guys. Oof. But no, I think where are we at? We're in almost August, so I got about another month before I gotta make the next road trip. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And when I typically do these road trips, man, we're hauling a, truck, big trailer. So it's even more imperative that paying attention to the world around me. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of truck, trailer, tools, material, stuff like that. I mean, it's a big loss. It's a lot of liability put onto us in the event of anything happening. So, gotta be on point. Yep. Oh, this is a big mountain. Hello, mushroom cows. Oh, I need to go... My pickaxe is almost dead. I think we'll get through this mountain. Maybe we'll have to go sit at the mob farm for just a minute and repair some stuff. Yeah. What else? There's a couple other things. I think I'm gonna let these blocks all despawn. There's no real point in keeping all this stuff. Like the dirt, I'm gonna transform a lot of that into mud, and then we'll give Jade the rest of the dirt so she can just scam Tiz constantly. Oh. Come on, pickaxe, stay with me. Stay with me. Hey, yo, Tiz, thank you for sleeping. I don't know if I'm actually going to wake up today. I'm still kind of in a daze trying to wake up. I do want the coal. Let's pick that up. I do want the copper. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. But I don't necessarily want this, or that, or that. The rest can just kind of despawn. We'll go throw this stuff in there. We'll grab some food and head over to the mob farm just to repair stuffs. There's that. And then we'll kind of do that. The dirt is fine. How's my armor and stuff looking? Eh, not bad. Oh. We'll take a stack. I do need to actually, so I've worked on this, I believe, in the last episode, getting it all cleared out, and I need to change that guy right there. It's a dispenser, it needs to be a dropper. Yep. I haven't actually used this farm since it was put back. So hopefully everything's in working order. We're going to find out real quick. We might not have the tridents anymore. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely don't have the tridents anymore. So that's a bust. Where? You know what? Let's just go. I guess we'll go to the Guardian farm to repair the pickaxe. I don't need to repair the shovels at the moment. I'll do that later. But the pickaxe does need to be repaired. So let's go do this real quick. But we probably want to turn, like, that way down. Right? Otherwise, it's going to be super, super loud. And then let's take the... I actually don't know if this is a thing. I think I have tridents somewhere. It seems like when you have anything else with mending and you're trying to fix something, like it doesn't, this is my favorite part, to stand and stare. Boop, boop. Anyway, yeah, it seems like the mending effect doesn't do as well when you have, even if it's fully repaired armor. Ugh, I didn't want that. Yeah, from doing the Guardian farm, somewhere I've got some tridents chilling. They might be back at the base. But I want to focus. 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 That's inside my head. You don't want to see in there, but we need to focus. This shouldn't take too long. And we turn the volume down because this is a very, very noisy place. But I do like AFKing and just staring, watching the drops go back and forth, and then boop, down the hole they go. And then we just kind of, you know what? Let's shut that one off. Let's shut that one off. We're good. We're good enough, anyway. There we go. Fully healed. Yeah, it is fun to sit here and watch this stuff go, and then even up here, watching this stuff go round and round and round and round. What is in here? Oh, yes. How am I doing? We're getting there. We're getting a stock back. Fun contraption. This is one of my favorite things I've ever came up with and built. Alright, back to the island. Oh, gives me a chance to take a drink. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a farm. We could do a drowned farm. I haven't built one of those. I'll write it down. I'm always looking for things to mess with. This is the first time I've built a Guardian farm since I played on console edition. So, it's been a while. Alright, how is this? Oofta. Still got the beacon effect here, so... we're just gonna dig a line. See how this goes. You know? The whole backside of the island being what it is as far as terrain generation is the reason that I wanted to flatten this out anyway. Not too flat, but flat enough. And I think what we're going to end up doing is... yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So I think I'm going to go... where's my beacon? Here? Oh, bad. Bad. Yeah, this looks good. So we're going to just kind of take a chunk of this and work on that. Breaking it down into sections. I think is a good idea. A decent way to do it. Luckily for us, we're getting into the portion where, you know, it's not as strenuous of a terrain like that over there, so... yeah, we're just going to take this top layer down and then go to the Y level 70 arbitrary decision and take it down. So I have plans on this side of the island to build some custom trees and a build that's going to be pretty neat. And turn this into kind of almost like a spooky area, a Halloween area. That's the plan anyway. And I am pumped and excited and ready to finally get started on that. Thus the digging. So I like it. 'Tis the sleep bot. And as I said before, the goal is to get this thing dug. Then we can start doing some builds and transformations at the same time. You know, piece by piece, part by part, day by day, shovel by shovel, dirt block by dirt block. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fine. I think... yeah, perfect. I'm gonna sneeze. I feel it. Double sneeze. I got it though. I got the mute just as I sneezed. So we got this whole, you know, going to Y70 with our digging, but we are going to have to dig out one more layer to replace with mud and stuff. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. I guess the best way to do this, I guess, would just be tackle the two wide section at a time like we've been doing. Start with the shovel, then work the pickaxe? Yeah. What else? What else should we talk about? What else do I have wrote down? We talked about that. Talked about that. Nothing else crazy that I wrote down. Outside of I need a nap. I don't think that would actually help. It's not enough. You can never catch up on a lost sleep, right? So we're just doomed. Oh yeah, we still got the Nether project going as well. I kind of dabbled in that last episode. So I've got a little bit of that to do. Can I straighten this out if I go... Yeah, let's do that. A lot of projects to do, and it's good. It's good to have all of that. I think I want to do a little bit of a tour around the world as well. I like doing those for remembrance, right? Oh, we're full. Now, I have a tendency to... I try to finish most of my projects. I've said this before, where I will watch YouTubers, and projects and things that they do and get highly invested in what's going on for them to never go back to the project. And it gets infuriating and frustrating when you've invested time and energy and you've got this mindset of like, man, I can't wait to see how this is going to look and this is going to be so awesome. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with it, yada, yada, yada. So I try not to be like that. So I think a world tour video is going to be a good one to hammer down for two reasons. One, show off all the things that we've done so far, and then two, we can go through all of the different projects and make sure that I haven't squirreled some of them. Yep. Which I think we're pretty good. I say cautiously. Off the top of my head, there is one project I can think about that I know I haven't finished. So there may be more. But I hate it. So I've gone back and forth between the seasons. I have the download, that was offered to you guys as well. And I've downloaded, I've got Season 1, I've got Season 2, I've got Season 3 downloaded, because I do like to cruise through some of the old builds. Sometimes it's nice to just get inspiration, right? Like some of the things that we've done this season were actually inspired by Season 2 Slack Space. So I like to cruise the server this season and cruise past seasons to really get the creative juices flowing sometimes. And every time I go back to Season 2 and I'm flying around my nether base, I just get frustrated because more or less that project was left unfinished. I didn't finish it. I didn't get it to where I wanted to. I got it to a completed state, but not where I wanted it. And yeah, I don't want to do that again. So it's kind of a delicate balance if you think about it, with that mindset of not wanting to leave a build unfinished, but also continue to create content. It's a double-edged sword where, you know, things will end eventually, right? Season 4 will end eventually, and I think it's been chatted about a little bit, but not, there's no hard set date or anything like that. So trying to work that into the plans, so to speak, whilst maintaining, like I said, content is a daunting task in its own right. If that makes sense. I do try to plan builds and ideas and projects and stuff way in advance. It's a weird system I have, but it works. And we're going to keep doing it. Yep. With the whole driving thing I was talking about previously, that's when I do a lot of my video planning, to the point where I don't write scripts or anything like that. I know some people will do that. It's chaotic. I don't. But I do. In a sense. And what I mean is, I don't physically write a script down, but the way I plan, the way I plan these builds out, it is more or less a script. I plan out all the things we're going to say, all the things we're going to do, the clips that we're going to record, things like that. Which is why I have the notepad to break it down. And that's what I meant earlier when I said I started writing topics of conversation for streams down, so that we're not just sitting here going, don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it. But streaming, you pretty much have to be able to chat, talk for hours about nothing and something at the same time. It's a gift. It really is. All right. That's cleaned out. We're getting there. If I can knock this next chunk out in the next hour, I'll be ecstatic. But we'll see. I think that'll leave one more section. We'll have to look. We'll have to fly around and check her out after we get to that point. But like I said, there's always opportunity to do this stuff off camera. I just thought it would make for a decent stream. I don't know. What else? We talked about that and that and that. And I think we've talked about all the topics outside of talking about Pokemon again on the third stream in a row. We've done good. We've done good. We've streamed three weeks in a row consistently. Like I'm gonna pat myself on the back. It's tough. It's tough balancing full-time job, family, home projects, all that stuff whilst streaming. I can't talk that much. Man, I could talk to anybody about nothing for hours. Like, I've got stories and life things that have happened that I could easily talk about. One of these days, we are gonna dab further into. My God, you're being noisy, little pupper. we'll dive further into some of the things, because it's a pretty traumatic upbringing, but it's in the past, man. Like, I could talk about most everything freely, and it's not an issue. We'll get in there. I brought up, there was an old live stream, I think it's still on the channel, of when I played through, like, Pokemon Red, showing off glitches and doing a single playthrough. We dove into some of the things, some of the topics. I'm not that old, but I've lived an interesting life, is the nicest way I can put it. Are you done? Pup's like throwing himself around. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a ride, I'll tell you that. And the fact that I've come out on the other side somewhat kind of okay mentally is speaks volumes. Your job makes it hard to stream. That's a lot of travel. It is a lot of travel. Normally the traveling takes place, in the spring and fall. So it makes it hard to keep a consistent schedule. And then when I'm home, obviously being a homeowner and stuff like that, there are things that I've got to take care of. Oh, that brings up something. See, here we go. Squirrel. A squirrel. Yesterday we had a pretty torrential downpour, so I've got a back basement door to the house, which we have to keep a close eye on, especially in rainstorms like that. I had to break out the shop vac because there is a drain at the bottom of that staircase, but sediment and whatnot gets down in there and it gets clogged. So, let's see, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I need to stop being a hoarder. I have a problem. So I had to break out the shop vac yesterday and actually vac that out and make sure that, nothing, that it didn't flood. Well, also, let's get rid of you. I'm gonna have to crawl up on my roof later today because when it was raining, there is water seeping through the vent for the hot water heater. So there's a roof vent that goes all the way up through the roof, and it goes in between the levels of my house, so I can't actually climb into the attic and check it out. I've got to physically get on the roof and see what I see. It could be nothing, it could be something. Yep. So things like that also add to the difficulty of content and videos and things. We were doing really good there for a while, putting out 2 videos a week. But since the end of the hardcore series, which for you guys wasn't that long ago, for me it's actually been a while. I recorded episode 3 and 4 kind of back to back, and of course we died, so there's that. Yep. I'm gonna pick up some more of this dirt. I'm gonna knock this out, and then we'll go dump our inventory. I want to keep the dirt because we need to make quite a bit of mud, but I don't know if I need to keep all of this dirt. We're getting to the point where we have a bunch of stuff. But yeah, if we knock this chunk out and then this chunk out, I think 2 more sessions we should be able to do this. So there's a lot of contributing factors to content creation that make it more difficult than it really needs to be. on my end of things. Because anybody that does it knows it is a full-time job if you wanted to go somewhere. Which I would love to be able to just do this forever. It wasn't really a goal in mind when I started this, but now that it's kind of become somewhat something, let's grab our filing cabinet. Let's just go ahead and file that. Yeah, filed. Perfect. Anyway, now that it's you know, we're sitting at what, 2,200? We finally broke 2,200 subs, which is really good. But seeing the growth and, you know, it's moving, it's gaining momentum and stuff like that. There's a real possibility for it's a ways out yet, but there's a possibility for full-timeness. I think anybody that starts content creation, it's always a thought in the back of the mind at some point. Maybe not right away, but it would be cool just to do this. Yeah. So hopefully it grows, but it would have to grow 1,000-fold for me to be able to do what I would want to do and push videos more often, faster. Yep. So I do what I can with what I have, the best I can. Yep. And with where I've been working as of late, you couple that into everything else that has to be done house-wise, it stacks. It stacks. And so I feel bad for not having the videos coming out, but I'm drained. I'm physically drained, man. Hello. Bye. 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 Actually, we gotta... Yeah, that. Bye. Like I said, keep in the dirt. Yep. So, we're doing our best. We're doing our best, and the videos will come out. We're not, it's not for lack of motivation, or I should say it's not for lack of ideas for videos and stuff, the reason that we're kind of pulled back a little bit as of late. It's just motivation. I want to play, but I'm tired. And sitting in the chair and sitting behind the mic and stuff, it is work. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Like I said, we're done at that place, or maybe I didn't say this. Let me say it now. The place I was working at that was extremely hot, I'm done for now. Years ago, the company I work for actually got won a bid for this job. And it was a bunch of racks and power and transformers and switchgear and all this stuff. And what it is, I haven't said what it is it's a Bitcoin mine. Which is rather interesting. And so on these racks, to save money, let me back up. To save money, these guys have decided that they're just moving air around. So they're using fans, big fans, to move the air to cool the miners. Well, the one side has decided, like, they've got misters that go. So they have a cold side and a hot side is what they call it. And the misters get, the water vapor gets sucked through fans on the cold side, and then the miners suck that cool air in, and then of course exhaust the hot air. And on the hot air side, on the cooler side of that, not in the middle of the racks. It sits at about an ambient temperature of 105, like we said. If you're on the hot side and you're right by the miners, it sits at a very, very hot temperature, 120, 125 or more. And so they have all these fans on what is called a VFD, and a VFD is a variable frequency drive. Using frequency, you can start motors, slower, faster. There's added protection. There's all kinds of things that come with VFDs, and the problem was originally they had put these VFDs in cabinets. So they were actually overheating and failing because of it. So they decided to move them out of the cabinets and just put them on the wall, so they're in the air movement. Going back to what I said earlier, we actually did the main power of this Bitcoin mine, and then we have basically just been called out there for routine maintenance and stuff. We're always back and forth at that place. These guys burn up fuses and power distribution units and stuff on a regular basis. But this was kind of a larger project, and so a guy had actually started the work and then quit for whatever reason. So I was voluntold to go do the job, which is no big deal. It's all work. It's all got to be done. I don't mind it. But I was talking to a guy yesterday that was out there helping the other guy that had quit, and said that after spending all day in that area, he would get like heat exhaustion and call off of work the next day or two. And me and the guy I was working with, we had sat in there for, what was it? It was 8 hours. No, it was 9 hours one day, 8 hours the next, and 9 hours the next day. And then we went in there the fourth day. No, the fourth day we were on the other side, sitting in, changing out power distribution units in the 120 degree weather. Then the fifth day, I was in there running some pipe off of a ladder. All kinds of things. And I'll tell you what, I woke up today sore, drained, physically drained, and that's all the factors of work just knocking me on my butt. I think I'll be pretty good after tomorrow, and then I'm going back to this little hospital job I was working on previously. Climate controlled inside. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice change of pace for sure. So that means hopefully Monday we'll be getting up at our normal time to do all of our recordings and stuff. To break it down a little bit further, where my computer sits, where I'm sitting at currently doing this live stream, is actually in the living room, So when the fam's up and about and doing their things, I can't just push everybody out of the living room, and there's no other real area for my stuff to sit in. So that's why we record early mornings. Nobody's up, just me. Time management is all it is. Trying to work with what I have available to me and cranking out the stuffs. The traveling side of things makes it even more difficult because I'm working even more hours. We're typically doing 60 to 72 hour weeks. But I do go sit in a hotel at night by myself, so I have a little bit more time to just put the head down and grind. Yep. Hi, Moo Moo Cow. Oh. But it would be nice one day just to sit here and do this, you know. And weekdays, I cannot. I guess I could stream early in the morning, but I just do not have the willpower to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I did for a little while when my kid's car was kind of broke down. But I tell you, that was rough. We spent a couple weekends ago. We spent the Saturday working on his car, got it up and running. So now he can go, like today. Got up, went to work. I didn't have to take him. It was nice. Hello. Oh, that's just a hole. Okay. Oh, and it sort of, to top it all off with the working in the heat and stuff, not only has it drained me physically, man, I've had some wicked headaches and stuff. You know, I'm drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated and whatnot, but just takes a toll on the body. Yep. Which is why, like, I'm trying to take a different avenues as far as work, because it's getting to the point where I've been doing this a long time. I've been busting my back, literally, for years, and eventually it's gonna catch up with me. So, want to have a contingency in place so we don't have to kill ourselves. Let's get rid of that, and that. Thank you, bye. Would be fun. Would be fun to sit behind a computer. Man, I don't know. I could do all kinds of series and things and stuff. It is still work though. Like, it's not just a free ride. Especially hello. Where, a lot of holes. There we go. Especially if I wanted to kind of upgrade the videos and get a little more creative with some of the stuff. Oh, but with these big projects that I have going on at the Mushroom Island and in the Nether and stuff like that, it's gonna be it takes time to dig all this and bone meal. Yeah, that's a lot of dirt, man. I had 8, 6, almost 16 double chests of dirt. Holy crap. I think honestly, when I fill that last chest, I can just burn the rest of this stuff, let it despawn, whatever have you. I don't need to keep everything. Watch, I'm gonna be like a chest short of dirt. That'll be the funniest thing. So let's see. Yep, so on to, I do want to talk a little bit, without a beacon, don't you wish you could mine out blocks quicker? Beacon even much faster. I wish it was faster. I actually wish that the beacons had more effects. Like like a mega torch from Modded, if you know what that is. A mega torch is a torch that is extremely expensive, like gold and diamond blocks to craft, but it does in like a 64 block radius around the torch, mobs don't spawn. Like, I know the mob spawning is a lot better and has changed, but still. I wish. Yeah, I do. The beacons are nice. This would be quite a process if we didn't have the beacon. So, thankful for that, but... you know, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, like, it would be cool if you could... I don't know, spitballing here. Get a Wither Rose. Get a Wither Rose, and then you could place that in a beacon, and it would give you anti-withering effect, right? Stuff like that is what I've kind of thought about. Like, really maximizing the effects of a beacon and what it can do. But you never know with the direction that Minecraft is heading at the moment. I'm excited. Because the Deep Dark is insane. The Nether is gorgeous. I mean, I really think Mojang should take a little bit of a break from these big updates. Give themselves a little pat on the back. I know some people don't quite agree with what I'm saying. But those are probably also the people that thought Pistons broke Minecraft. So, the naysayers. But no, I do want to dabble into Legends Arceus talk some more, because I have been playing that game quite a bit. Enjoying the Switch quite a bit for its portability. It has been awesome to take that thing to like throw it in the lunchbox and go to work, and then we, breaks and lunches, we just hammer out some stuff, man. It's been extremely fun. Plus, if you know much about Pokemon, doing hunting down shinies has always been a crazy thing, and I have so many. And now that I have the shiny charm, which was an item introduced in Generation 5 for helping with shiny hunting, it's gonna be... Let's burn all of that. Oh, I'm getting to the point where I'm about done with the game, unfortunately. So gonna have to pick up something else, I think. Probably, BDSP. Gen 4 was never my favorite. Maybe Sword and Shield or something like that. I think we talked last weekend about some of the games. The remake of Mystery Dungeon would be a fun one to play. I think my kids have a couple of games I might snag up, like Breath of the Wild. I haven't played a Zelda game in quite some time. So that might be fun. What was the last Zelda I played? Twilight Princess? I think so. Yeah, I've seen, so a buddy of mine I work with, when we travel, he takes his Switch with him. Same type of thing I'm doing. He was playing, Breath of the Wild. It looks amazing. Yeah. So we might try that out. I don't know. Where are we at? Let's try to dig out most of this stone now. Now that we're down to a smaller mound. How's this going? 20 minutes? 20 minutes since we kind of started on this? Or when I said if we can get this done in the next hour, I mean, we'll keep going. We'll keep going for a little bit. The only bad thing about like a Zelda game for me is same thing with Pokemon. It, you know, there's a lot of grind factor, and I like to grind, and then I get consumed by it, where it takes my time. I guess maybe I have to, or what I could do is I could easily. I think you need a Nintendo account. I could play on the server. But you need Wi-Fi, I guess, is the only bad thing. Because I could do some grindy stuff on this at work. You think the company would get mad at me for hotspotting my my work phone to play some Truly Bedrock? Probably. Hello. Not. Oh, you know what? I forgot that we turned. I was like, why can't I hear this? Because that. I think it'd be hilarious, but no, there are quite a few games. When I was buying Legends, there was quite a few games I was actually looking at playing on the old Switch. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do like that game, and I really hope that Game Freak like sticks with it, because their track record for sticking with things that do well is not good. Like Mega Evolutions and Z-Moves and stuff like that. So we'll see. I would love, man, I would love if they took it is what they did with Legends and did it in a Gen 2 setting. Then maybe my main man Dunsparce could get some love. I think one of Dunsparce's Pokedex entry literally says the wings on its back was used in ancient times to fly around. I think that was a huge missed opportunity in Legends. I do like that some of the Mons got love. Some of these Gen 2 Mons like Stantler and Quillfish and whatnot got some much needed love, but my favorite Pokemon did not. So I'm a little sad. Dunsparce was created in Gen 2 to be forgotten, but I did not forget. That is awesome. So can I pick up dirt? And then dirt. And then dirt. No, I said dirt. And then another dirt. Good. More dirt? Who would have thought that we would be playing Minecraft, you know, and wanting dirt, of all things. Oh, what did I do with that? Oh, there it is. Okay. 4, 8, 16 double chests of dirt. We're gonna make more. We're gonna make more. I just can't. I just can't throw... With needing dirt and not knowing how much I need, I just can't just throw it away. But let's look at the progress made. Quite a bit. There was a line right here. We've dug a lot out in an hour and a half-ish. You know? Alright, let's do this. Pick up the rest. Nice. Clean. A clean mushroom island is a happy mushroom island. So I think we're probably going to need to move the beacon for sure. Yeah, we're already out of range. But that's fine. Where should I put it? I should probably shove it right in this area here. That's something else with the beacons. I wish that we could add, like, again, like the Wither Rose, if we took like a piece of netherite, maybe a netherite block, we could extend the range. That'd be cool. Because having to take this thing down and losing a piece of iron or whatever every time is kind of a pain. Is what it is, I guess. So I've got about 20 more minutes I want to go. So we'll start working on this back section. And I said 2 more sessions. We might actually be able to finish this in 1 more session that's maybe a little bit longer than a couple hours. Maybe we'll go a little bit longer today. Well, I need to get started on things. Yeah. I gotta get going on what I have for today, so alright. I need to fly. Let's grab a piece of iron real quick. I mean, I'm complaining about wasting a piece of iron, but yeah, we got a lot. So if I think if I set this beacon up like right here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this would be fine. We might not have to move it too much. I will mine everything with a shovel without a beacon effect if I have to. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Bam! We got it. We did it. We did it. We did it. So like I said, let's... Ooh, this goes back a little bit further than I originally remembered. Let's, like I said, we'll just try to square it off. We're losing the beacon effect, so that sucks. Where do we get it back at? A distance, yeah? Alright, well. We'll just go ham as much as we can, I guess. It's fine. Mycelium, I think, is still an instant, or dirt is an instant mine with the enchant that we have. I don't think the beacon actually makes it faster. But it does, obviously, for mining out the stone. Hello. Drowned wanted to party. Came out of nowhere. It's alright. It's alright. I've dug more than this without a beacon before, so... we'll be fine. Come on, little shovel. I guess we need to get to the top of this mound, too, before we get carried away. Can only reach so high, you know? Let's go, let's go. I wonder what time I'm gonna wake. I'll physically wake up today. I'll probably wake up around bedtime. Nice. Let's take off the next layer. Z, plural, for 2. Yeah, we're to the point where I don't think I mean, I want to save as much dirt as I can, but yeah, let's go. I'm not extremely worried about it. Because I will have to transport all this dirt down into the mud farm. To utilize that to transform this backside. And then we gotta come up with something to mix around with the mud. So it's obviously not just straight mud. Which I think basalt looks pretty good. Mixed in with mud. Where are we at? 72. Perfect. We'll just do this by layers. Knock this section out. We'll have to play around. We'll have to get over into creative and place some blocks down and see what I like. I think we've done a pretty good job this season of breaking away from the netherrack, netherbrick, blackstone builds that we've done in the past. Not strayed too far away from it, but far enough that we've messed around with some other blocks and palettes and played around with, you know, colors and stuff that I've never played around with before. I've had a lot of fun doing that, so I think I want to continue. Is this where, yeah, this is where I squared it off at. This build back here that I'm planning is going to be a deep slate. Oh, what are we going to do? Deep slate, maybe some warped wood, which is a standard block palette for us, but we're going to mix in some andesite with it, which is going to be fun. Maybe a few other things. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Then we're going to take a little bit of inspiration from a mod over on Java for some builds. For some customization of this quote-unquote biome back here. It's going to be awesome. Well, what I have pictured in my head is going to be awesome. What we create might be less than awesome. I don't know. That's right. Dig dirt with a pickaxe. Don't care. That's always been funny to me. So, in real life, you use or can use a pickaxe for digging dirt, obviously. Especially if the dirt is rather hard. I've dug entire holes in things using a hammer drill, which is typically used for masonry, concrete. So I like the tool specifics of Minecraft, but real world applications are slightly different. Imagine that. This is a video game and not real life. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, 10. Alright, so let me grab the rest of this dirt. And let's dig this out. We've squared off this back section. Now we just got to square off the other side-ish. And I think that'll run us right into time. Let's go ahead and do... Perfect. Oh my goodness, my dog. Yeah, it's fine. We're getting there. And it's a good little project. A good stream-worthy project. And I'm hoping to continue the somewhat schedule we have, where a week from today, this time, we will be doing it again. Tried. I had to force myself to sit at the computer and start playing this morning, because it was a rough morning, but I'm glad I did. I've had a lot of fun digging. It's a grind, man. I could honestly sit down and I could, if I had the time, could just do the rest of this island no problem. But, you know, we got other things we got to do. If I've got some time after stream, I'm going to do a little bit of work for hopefully tomorrow's video. We'll see. Yeah, people, there's movement, there's noise. People are starting to wake up. This is quite a bit slower without the beacon. Maybe what we should do is... Yeah, it's not too far that we're out of range of the beacon. That was definitely a smart play. So I think we'll square it off right here. And we're in the beacon effects here. Nice, so the beacon's not too far out of place. Do I have full... I do. Oh my god, I gotta still go through this entire island with bone. Oh. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the moss? It's growing on me. Pun intended. I wasn't 100% sure how I would like it, but I'm liking it. Can't remember who suggested that, but it never crossed my mind to actually try to overtake mycelium with moss. It was a great suggestion. I was trying other methods that obviously didn't work. Nice, 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 nice. Juliana, good morning. Welcome to the tail end. We're gonna be wrapping things up here in a few minutes, but glad you're stopping in. Obviously, the VOD will still be up, and as I've done with most streams, I can't say every stream because I do forget, but with most streams, this will be going up on the old second channel later. Nice. Nicely squared off. So that channel's sitting at what, like 52 subs? It's not one that I'm really worried about or expecting anything to happen. It's just a nice little catch-all for live streams and stuff. For those that want to watch. And if we have any hiccups with Twitch, like we haven't in a while, but I record the streams to upload them. It's actually an easier process for me. It's not a strain on the computer to record while streaming, and it gives me just a quick video I can upload as opposed to trying to download things from Twitch and then upload it to YouTube is a pain. It's all good. It's all good. I wish I could have slept. Puppy woke me up. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. We got quite a bit of work done today. I'm excited to get this project wrapping up though. Get on to other things. So we're gonna, I think we can finish this out in one more stream. So next weekend, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I believe that's correct. Time zones are hard. I'm going to stream again and try to finish the rest of the dig. There we go. What do I have? That can go away. That can go away. But the progress made is significant. I mean, I think we had it was like right here is where we started, and we dug all this out. Right? So all we've got left is this side and this little chunk right here. This should easily be taken care of in one more session. Then after that, we can start converting the mud side of things and converting this side of things. This side is a little bit of a strenuous task. what we do... I need to repair those. Is I've got some bone meal, obviously, and I'm shoving things into this and converting them. But what we do is relatively easy. Is we bone meal, and we bone meal, and we just go nuts. We just go nuts with the bone meal. Which is relatively easy for us to do as far as the bone meal side of things, because we have... Not only do we have the bone meal farms, which produce a ridiculous amount of bone meal, but I also have shulker boxes of bones from the mob farm, which apparently I need to get fixed. I'm just going to use up the bone meal I have. And then what I do is have to come in here and do some water magics to destroy all this stuff. Because we don't want all this stuff, right? Pick it all up. I do run around and pick it all up. Just a wee bit more. Jesus. Thank you for the follow. I was not expecting that in my ears. And it's not a bad little process until we get to like the outer edges of the island where it's not as flat. And water's always trying to find its, quickest path down. And then what I do is I come and shove this stuff in the converter, and it's a little return investment on our bone meal. So yeah, like down here where I've kind of gone to the beach line, shoreline, whatever, it's been a little bit of a chore. But, pretty quick thing to convert all the mycelium over, and I have used up, this much. 4 stacks of bones. Some of that bone meal is sitting in the bottom of that chest there, but this has been the stacks. So you get 3 stacks of bone meal per bone, so I've actually only used 2 stacks of bones to get this far. Yep. But a lot of progress was made today, and we're done. We're done for the day. I've got a bunch of things that I need to take care of, so thank you guys so much for stopping in. If you want to see the whole stream, you can check out the VOD, or later I will upload this to the second channel. Anyway, thank you guys. We will see you on the next one.